for who's in play, and that, of course, will be the Pittsburgh Penguins. I mean, guys, this is awesome. 6 in a row, being a part of that, ceremony with the 2016, the 10-year anniversary, seeing those amazing players, the HBK line, the great, just awesome memories that the Pittsburgh Penguins had 10 years ago. And listen, 10 years later, Crosby, Malkin, and Letang are all back in this conversation. We are now second place in the Metropolitan Division. We are right there on the heels of the Hurricanes. We're keeping pace, and yeah, it's about as good as it could possibly get. But let's dive in right now to what I'm looking at with the roster. I mean, these players, I'm only going to look at the top 6 players for each subject I'm going to make. But like you see up here, the subjects will be games played, goals, assists, points, and plus and minus. Those are the only things I'm going to focus on. Now, if you look at these 6 players right here, Sidney, the first thing that looks at games played, it's just right here, Sidney Crosby, Brett Kulak, Anthony Manthea, Tommy Novak, Parker Witherspoon, and Ryan Shea. I mean, these all guys have played all 53 games, but naturally, Crosby is just absolutely on another planet than everybody else in this team. He is going for MVP right now. This guy is playing at the MVP level at 38 years old. There is nothing more impressive than when a player does something of this nature, especially at that age. The fact that he still shows up like he does, this is why you are competitive. This is why you have to always appreciate players of this magnitude. This icon, this is one of the greatest players in the history of the NHL. I could not be prouder to be a fan of this team because of a guy like Crosby. Seeing him throughout his career, and again, like I said, this dude and I only are separated by one day. He is a day older than I am, and it's just really cool to know that a guy that is basically the same age as me doing what he's doing, it's just a really cool connection with that. Yeah, and he's just the greatest. I'm very much happy with what we're seeing from a guy like this at this point in his career, still showing it after 20 years in this league. That is amazing. This guy's still putting up MVP level stuff in 20th season of his career. This is just awesome. And again, Anthony Manthea has been such a huge pickup. The right wing we have in him, it's just showing so much grit. And again, I know the guy's about 30, 32 years old. So he's in that age where it's like he's right there in the prime of his career, still making a lot of great plays. I know Tommy Novak, he's done enough to really solidify himself in the roster at center. And, Parker Witherspoon, I know the guy's done a lot in terms of defense. He's been a huge help with that too. But yeah, ultimately what you have with goals, I mean, Sidney again, this is just amazing. 27 goals, and he is still going strong. Anthony Manthea, again, still in that right behind him. Brian Rust, another great name. He has been doing some spectacular things too. I very much am impressed with what this guy provides. He has been with us for quite some time. I very much enjoy what I see from him. Justin Brezu, I mean, yeah, right wing. He has had a lot of great moments so far this season. And, of course, Evgeny. This is what I have to point out too. Evgeny has only played 38 games. He has played 15 less than what everyone else that could play throughout the season. Like, he has 15 games less than everybody else, and yet he is the 5th best goal shooter in this lineup. That's why he is my favorite. I love Sidney Crosby. Absolutely. He is an icon. Everyone in Pittsburgh loves this guy. But Evgeny Malkin is my personal favorite player. He just has the best mentality. He has the best attitude. And this is why you have a competitive team. Players like him are the reason why you have always are in the conversation. This is an amazing player. I always love the guy. And Connor Dewar, he is absolutely phenomenal. I very much appreciate what he has brought to the team. He does enough. And Ben Kindle, 18 years old. He's played 50 games, and he is the 7th best goal guy. I just wanted to point that out. Only 18 years old, but he has 12 goals in his young career. That is a great sign of things to come. Ben Kindle very much could be the next name we talk about when this trio is over. But assists. This is what I love about Sidney, guys. Sidney is like the assist king to me. He never, ever has a season where he's not putting up these types of numbers in assist. He's just a genie. He's just a wizard on that rink. He always finds a way to make it better for the other players. He is always looking out the rink. He can see every scale and every inch of it, and he knows how to put the puck right where it needs to be for the guy to set it up. He is just that masterful at it. Erik Karlsson, that's a pretty amazing thing to know that he doesn't have pretty much any goals to his entire season, but he has 30 assists. That right there is just why it's so important, especially from a defensive player. That is huge to see that many assists from a defensive guy. Awesome. And again, Malkin, 15 games left than everybody else, and he has 2 assists less than Sidney. And of course, Chris Letang, that's what he has also been known for in his career. I don't have to look at his goals to know that he is not contributing in that regard, but he is doing everything he can in assists. And yeah, Brian Rust is there too, and Manthea. That's pretty much what you're showing right now between Crosby, Malkin, and Manthea. These are like the 3 most important players. Seeing all these big numbers from all of them shows what, if they don't have these guys, this team doesn't even exist. And of course, the points. Sidney is just, again, putting up the insane numbers that you can ask from a guy his age. And of course, Malkin, that's just remarkable. 42 points. Again, 15 points less. Imagine if he played all 15 games like Sidney, he'd probably be at 60, 65. It would just be unbelievable. Manthea doing what he does. Brian Rust, Erik Karlsson, and Tommy Novak, all of these guys are huge with the points. Oh, this is why this team is competitive and why they're at the point they are. But Ryan Shea is being the leader in the plus minus. He's plus 22. This is such a huge improvement for a guy like him. I mean, yeah, does he have a lot of assists? It's okay. No goals, played the most games, but he has really put himself in this lineup all the time. And he's a good defensive player. He's not the greatest, but he's doing enough to earn all the plus and minuses. And Evgeny, what more can be said about Evgeny? Again, with only so many games played, doing what he does, it's just a remarkable player, and I love watching the guy. So, and Anthony Manthea, Blake Elizotti, Noel, oh gosh, Arcia, I don't know if that's how you say that name. Arcia, oh God, I'm sorry if I butcher the name. But yeah, this is really important to see these types of players show up too. All of them are centers. A lot of them are centers. One right wing, a defensive player. Listen, this roster here, guys, it's just one of the better. It's just awesome. Like, to know that these guys do what they do every single day, I'm just impressed with it. To know that these guys are still in the hunt, doing what they do with the whole division. Like, again, with the Hurricanes doing what they're doing, the Islanders, and there's also the Devils. Yeah, like the Metropolitan is very much anyone's to lose, but the Hurricanes, I think they're only about 5 or 6 points now ahead of us. So we're creeping up. And if we can go into the break solidifying second place or coming closer to first, guys, this is going to be an awesome stretch for the rest of the NHL season. So it's a pretty darn good situation to see the Penguins in, and you couldn't be happier with it. So it's awesome.